Russell, I hope you had a good day at work today. What time do you think you'll be home today?
Hi, Mercy. I think I'll be getting home around 6 p.m.
Then on your way home, do you mind stopping by the grocery store and getting us some side dishes for dinner? I won't be home until later tonight myself, so I think you'll be the first to get home. I won't be cooking anything for dinner either, so get anything you want from the store to have for dinner.
Sounds good. What all would you like me to buy? Anything you're wanting to eat tonight?
I'll leave that all up to you, just as long as you get lots of vegetables for me.
All right, then. So, you're out of the house now as well, then?
That's right. I'm out with my friend.
Wait, so you didn't take Kylie with you, then?
Nope. Kylie is back home taking care of the house.
By herself? Are you sure that's an okay thing to be doing to her?
Yeah. She's in 6th grade now, so I'm sure she can manage herself. I made sure to raise her as a good little girl after all. And every so often, I'll send her a text to see how things are going for her.
Is that right? By the way, did we talk about how the soap by the kitchen sink has ran out? Do you need me to bring some more home?
Kylie should have gone out to get that for us, so we should be fine. While I was out of the house today, I had her go do a little bit of shopping for me.
You're even having her go shopping by herself now? Isn't that a little bit scary and dangerous?
How so?
Well, there are some pretty strange people out in this world. And if she were ever to get caught up in something, we may never know. There's nobody at the house right now either. Recently, there have been a lot more break-ins as well happening around this city.
I think you're getting a little too worried about things. Kylie is already in middle school now and can handle herself. I don't think she needs her overprotective dad worrying about her so much right now when she needs to start learning what it's like to be an adult. And it was her idea to go out and shop for me today.
But even still, I have been thinking this recently. I think you're asking for Kylie to do too many things for you.
You think so?
You're always having her clean up the house and do the laundry.
You don't have to say that I'm having her, all right? Kylie always tells me every time she'll handle those things herself. If she wants to do them, then I'm more than glad to allow her to do so. She's become so good at doing chores now that I barely even consider her a middle schooler.
I think that one of the reasons why she might be willing to do the chores so often is because you don't do them anymore.
I have not been slacking off on things like that, all right?
You have always been half-assing your work in the house, and then leave the rest of it up to her to finish. I think she can understand that you're no use when it comes to cleaning things up, and that she has to handle it all herself. The reason that she's so good at doing the chores now is because of what you've been doing.
I've just been trying to raise her into a girl that will one day be able to handle everything on her own. That's why I won't finish all the chores sometimes. Having her be great at everything by the time she's an adult will be a huge help for herself, don't you think? Also, when it comes to doing all the chores right, that's a huge plus in the world of women. Because of me, she's going to make a very fine and attractive woman.
I get what you're saying, but when it comes to kids her age, they are susceptible to a lot of things. Being alone like that makes her a huge target for the indecent members of this society. So I would rather you not leave her alone all the time like that. I understand that you want her to become an excellent adult, but she's too young to be doing all those things by herself yet.
All right.
Next month, I'm going to be out of the house for a week doing business. So would you make sure that during that time not to leave everything in the hands of Kylie?
Sure thing. I understand what you want. Hey, listen to me. Kylie is being a real jerk to me right now.
What happened?
She just started saying these awful things to me out of nowhere. She told me that I look like a cow. Is that something someone her age should be saying about her own mother? That's right, there is something she needs to be punished for, right?
I bet that was really upsetting for you.
Right? She's a bully. What the heck happened to our little girl? I wonder if she's finally hitting puberty or something.
What ended up happening that led to her calling you a cow?
I was just laying there on the couch when she came up to me and said that.
Out of nowhere, you said.
Yeah! I I was just laying on the couch watching TV when she came to me and said that.
So what I'm getting from all this is that you made her do all the chores again while you laid around all day doing nothing? Kylie was talking to me about this herself before. She said that you're always pushing all the hard work off onto her while you go lay down somewhere and do nothing for the rest of the day.
Kylie has been saying things like that about me? I have not just been laying around, though. I've been taking some breaks is all.
From her point of view, that seems to be you laying around doing nothing while she has to take care of all the work. She learns from what she sees more than from what she's told.
But she can't start calling me a cow over that. And I'm starting to think this isn't the only problem with her. Recently, she's become very open about the horrible things she wants to say to me. She's acting like she's had to preach to me about all these things. Is she trying to get herself put into time out at her age? What does she think she's doing talking to adults like that as a kid?
I wonder if that's the case. I've been warned by Kylie a few times myself, but I feel that all those times have been warranted and I deserve them. I mean, she does a pretty dang good job of telling me when I've made a mistake and never noticed anything.
So you're not going to ever get upset with her over that?
Well, it's not like she's trying to pick on me or anything. And let's be honest here, she's not making me aware of my mistakes all the time. I think you happen to be doing a lot of things that she sees as wrong in her eyes, and that's why you're being talked to so often by her. But I think all those things she's saying are facts.
So you're gonna be on her side in this? Just because she's cute doesn't mean you can blindly fall into her trap like that.
To be frank, from my point of view even, you're a bit of a sloth lately when it comes to doing the chores. I think you're taking advantage of the fact that your daughter can clean well. To her, when you push all those chores off onto her, and then she has to watch you lay around all day, she has no other choice but to complain about that.
So you're going to tell me that it's my fault my daughter is calling me a cow now?
I don't think calling you a cow was the correct approach to all that. But the reason she was led to saying that was because of your actions. I'll go and have a talk with her about this. But in order to keep yourself from being talked to like that from her, you need to keep yourself in check more. If you're able to show her that you actually care about the house as much as she has to, then I'm sure her behavior will change. I would like to show our daughter that we can both be respectable parents.
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and show her what all I can do then.
Yes, please do that for her and I. Good luck, Mercy. Kylie, are you awake still? I'll be home in a couple more days here. I'll be able to make it home sooner than expected.
You'll be home in a couple days? What? Are you alright, Dad?
Why are you asking me if I'm alright?
You're in the hospital right now, right? Mom went to the hospital to go and see you and hasn't come home for quite a while now. What happened to you being very sick? You had to have that surgery done, right?
What? I didn't have to go into the hospital, Kylie.
Are you sure? Then where did you end up going?
I've been on a business trip this week. I haven't been sick with anything, and so far I've actually been feeling pretty good. Did your mom never tell you anything about me going on this business trip?
Mom never told me a single thing about that. The only thing I heard from her was that you had to go to the hospital.
What?
She told me she had to go and be there to take care of you and left for the hospital herself. It's been around 3 days now and she still hasn't come back home.
Huh? So that means you've been home alone for the past 3 days now?
Yeah? She told me to stay home and take care of the house.
Are you alright? Have you been able to eat and things like that? You're not sick at all, are you? There haven't been any weird people coming to the house or anything? You've been making sure to eat 3 meals a day, right?
I'm okay, Dad. I can do all the chores in this house, and I'm used to being on my own now. I've never had to live on my own for 3 days in a row, though. It's been really lonely and boring here.
I'm sure it has been. I would really like to come back home to you right now, but at this time I don't think I can. I'll let your grandma know about this right now. I'll have her take care of you until I'm able to come back home, okay?
But Grandma lives so far away. I think I'll be okay on my own here.
No way. I don't know what else might be going on there, and I don't want you to be alone any longer. I'll let Grandma know what's going on and have her come to get you. Or would you rather go to her house?
I can't do that. I have school tomorrow, right? I want to get an award for perfect attendance, so I will not stay home from school.
I suppose that's a good point if that's what you want. Then I'm gonna have Grandma come and stay with you.
Okay.
I really want to know what your mom was thinking.
I really wonder what happened to her. Where did she go? Actually, before Mom left the house, she was acting really strange.
I really do wonder what's gotten into her. I have no idea why she would lie about something like my health to you. And the fact that she left the house and you for that long, that is something I will not let her get away with.
I've always thought of Mom as a really lazy person. Not just lazy, but useless in general. I guess she's not just those two things, but a liar as well.
I agree. Your mom is a massive liar. Anyway, I'm sorry that you've had to be on your own for that long. I'll make sure your grandma gets to you right away. Just hang tight.
Mom, how is Dad? Has he started to feel better yet?
From the sounds of it, your dad will be able to leave this hospital pretty soon. I'll be coming home today as well, all right?
I see. So, can you tell me where you've really been all this time, Mom?
Where I've really been? What are you talking about, Kylie? I've been at the hospital with your dad all this time, right? Your dad has been sick this whole time, so I haven't been anywhere else but the hospital with him.
Mom, you don't have to lie to me anymore. I know you haven't been at the hospital this whole week. You lied to me about that and have gone somewhere else, right? So what have you been doing?
Why are you talking to your own mother like that? Kylie, you know better than to pick on your parents like that, right? So what is all of this about? Have you become so lonely from being home by yourself that you want to mess around with me?
I just want to know what you've really been doing. And I'm not lonely as of right now. Dad is already home with me right now, so I've been completely fine here.
What?
That's why all of this is a little weird to me, Mom, don't you think? Dad isn't sick at all, and he's already back home with me. So, who have you been in that hospital with this whole time watching over?
Is your dad really at home with you? You're just trying to play with me some more, right? Kylie, I'm right about that, right?
Mercy, it's been a little bit. So, what's all this about me being in the hospital? Since when did I become so sick that I had to stay in the hospital for a week?
Is that really you?
It really is me.
Why are you home already? Aren't you home a lot sooner than you told me before?
That's true. I was able to come back home from that trip a lot sooner than I thought I'd be getting home. But before I was able to come home, I talked with Kylie. And she told me that I was supposed to be in the hospital right now. Well, that freaked me out a little.
I see. So that's how this is going to be. You guys figured it out.
I think we figured out more than we wanted to. So, where the hell have you really gone off to?
I'm sorry, Russell. Really, I'm on vacation with a friend of mine. The day that you left to go on that business trip, I was invited by them to go. I knew it was wrong of me to just go at a time like that, but I really wanted to go.
Are you kidding me, Mercy? Leaving a 6th grader at home for almost a week by herself like that? You are way too irresponsible now!
I wasn't able to help myself, all right? It's been years now since I was last able to go on a vacation like this. And this happened to be an invitation from one of my best friends, so I couldn't say no to them.
Then tell me, why did you have to lie about all of it? Had you just told me the truth about everything, I would have been able to say okay to it. I could have had my mom come and take care of Kylie, and then she would have never had to stay home like that for so many days on her own. You understand what I'm saying, right?
I just assumed if I told you the truth, you'd get upset with me again. And that would probably make Kylie mad at me as well, and then you'd both never let me go. I didn't want to be told that I couldn't go on this vacation.
Even still, you can't lie about things like that. And the fact that I've come home now has ruined your whole life.
I never planned on lying about it the entire time, all right? I was going to tell the truth once you and I were back home around Kylie. I was just making up a story in order to allow myself to go on this trip. I was going to tell Kylie the whole truth when I got home and would hopefully get her to understand me. And as a sorry for the lie, I made sure to get all sorts of gifts for the both of you.
You really think you'd be forgiven for lying by giving us gifts from your trip?
I have all kinds of really delicious snacks here. I know for a fact that Kylie will be all over them.
Well, from the looks of her right now, she doesn't seem to want anything to do with you now. You really thought that you'd be able to fool our smart little daughter with gifts and snacks? Now tell me this. Have you really been on a vacation with your friend?
I have been. What? Are you doubting that now?
Well, I only asked because you don't happen to have a lot of friends. And have you ever had a friend that would just invite you on a trip like that last minute?
I do! You're being a real jerk now, Russell.
Are you sure? If you do have a friend like that, then we're good here. But Mercy, you're not lying to me anymore now, right? You know what, Mercy? You don't have to come back home anymore.
What? Why not? I'm already really close to the house now.
And you never replied to me after our last little conversation today. So you could go ahead and stay away from my house forever now. We're getting a divorce, and that'll be it for us.
Why would you say something like that? All I did was lie a little and left Kylie at the house for the week. You two are being way too extreme asking for a divorce over something as simple as that.
I had a look deep inside your closet. There was something in there that I've never seen before in my life. What is this exactly? You had this tablet hidden inside all your winter clothes like you were trying to hide it from me.
You found that?
From what I can tell, you've been talking a lot with this Frank guy on here. Every day you talk with him, actually. Telling him you love him and that he loves you. I want to meet you so badly. And he replies that he wants to meet you soon. For some reason, all of this looks a lot like something two lovers would be saying to one another over text. Of course, there's also some things in there about this vacation you've just gone on. So, the friend you've been going out with has been this man?
How the hell did you figure out the password on that thing? Actually, why the hell have you been rooting around in my closet like that?
On the screen, I could see your finger grease that was left over from the password you typed in. It only took me a couple tries before I was able to get your PIN correct. And the person that found this tablet happened to be your daughter. She knew there were more things you were hiding from the both of us. So we've both been going through this whole house looking for more evidence for what you've been up to.
Oh, don't you two start acting like freaking house burglars.
Your lies aren't going to work in your favor anymore. So, what are you going to do now? I understand that you were doing so well lying to us, but that's not going to work now. So if you continue to keep trying to lie, then you're only making the hole you end up in deeper for yourself.
I'm sorry.
Now you tell me the whole truth. The man you went on that vacation happens to be the man you're cheating on me with, right?
Yes.
Leaving our daughter alone at home all by herself. You really have fallen off the deep end.
But I'm being serious when I say I never wanted to go on this trip with him. He forcefully invited me on this trip of his, and I had no other choice but to go.
Even if he's trying to force you, you tell him no! I cannot believe you leave your 6th grader at home for a whole week by herself to go and do something like that!
I understand I made the wrong choice, but this guy is a jerk. He knew that I had a kid at home, but was still trying to get me to come with him.
Don't blame him for all that. In the end, the one that made the final decision was you, right? You're the one at fault here. You're no mother. I don't want you coming to this house ever again.
But if I just vanish like you're wanting me to, then Kylie is going to be heartbroken.
No, she will not. Kylie is over all your bullcrap. Would rather you vanish as well. She's told me she doesn't need some embarrassment of a mother like you in this family.
So, even Kylie wants me out of the family now?
Her and I have had enough of you, Mercy. You've disappointed us greatly. We knew that you'd always been this lazy and useless woman, but now it's apparent to us that you're nothing but a liar now. Honestly, we would have been able to handle your lying about going out with your friend. But learning that this was all so that you could go and sleep with that man for a week has really broken my heart. I will never be able to trust you again, and neither will Kylie. And there is no way either of us will live out our lives around someone we cannot trust.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Russell. Please don't throw me away.
If you were going to apologize to me, then you should have done that before you lying some more.
I was an idiot for all of this. I still am now. If you both throw me out now, I won't be able to carry on. I promise that from now on, I'll be the perfect mother and wife to you guys, so please forgive me. I won't lie to either of you ever again.
You really did it to yourself this time, lying about everything you were up to, after being told that you had lied to us. I think it's kind of amazing how much you lie.
I'm not lying anymore, though. This is all coming from my heart.
That heart of yours is a lie. I'm kind of getting tired of listening to all the lies your so-called heart is telling me. There's nothing left for you to be lying to me about, yet you keep going. And that's why I can't trust you. All I hear now are lies, and that'll never change.
I do not want to get a divorce, Russell. I will not leave you two, okay?
This isn't about what you want or don't want now. You were the one that created a reason for a divorce, and I'm sure you were aware of that. I'm gonna make sure to get a very nice settlement from both you and that Frank guy. And after that, you'll also be paying for child support every month.
How far are you going to take all of this? You don't have to try killing me like that. Both you and Kylie are cold-hearted if you continue to hurt me like that.
Stop blaming the both of us for your problems! You are more like a child than our daughter is.
Because I've been sad this whole time. I keep telling you that I've learned my lesson, and yet you keep saying you won't trust me.
Jeez, what a freaking crybaby. It's bizarre that a child like you is able to raise such an adult-minded girl like Kylie. I want you to go back to elementary school and start over learning what ethics are and how to manage them. Kylie and I are too old now to be playing around with kids like you. So you go back to your parents' house, and you have them raise you from the ground up one more time. After that, Mercy had tried to force her way into the house, but I had locked all the doors, and both Kylie and I would not listen to her as she cried to be let in. She began to scream and cry like a spoiled child. We both chose to ignore all of that as well. The both of us were sure on throwing that woman out of the house, and no amount of her begging and pleading was going to change that. After a while, she began to stop crying, and her face went from bright red to pale white. After, she had become very quiet and was leaning up against the front door. She asked both Kylie and I if we were really wanted the divorce. There, we both told her that we indeed did want the divorce, and wanted her to no longer be a part of our lives. After telling her that, she shut up and agreed to the divorce, which we then started to talk about in more detail. I made sure to tell her that I did not need a wife in my life that would push off all of her chores onto our daughter, and then leave the house for a week to go and cheat on me. Just looking at her face outside the front window pissed me off, as I had to tell her how much it hurt me knowing that my wife was doing all that to my little girl. I understand that Kyla's in middle school now, but that does not give Mercy the right to leave everything to her, all so that she can sit around like the cow she is. All of what's happened doesn't just fall onto the shoulders of my wife, though, as I too am to blame for some of it. In order to make up for the pain my daughter has had to endure, I'm going to become the world's best father to her, and make sure that she's raised in a home where she'll never be forced to do anything, and will never be left alone again. A little while after, the divorce was completed, and I was given money from the settlement I got from my wife. She had to go back to her parents' house, where she was yelled at for days on end by both her mom and dad for what had happened. As of right now, she is still living with her parents, while helping out with their family business. Both her parents seem to be working her hard in order to raise her properly at this time, and each month they are the ones to send me the child support that their daughter should be paying me. This whole time, I've not met with Mercy at all either, and neither has Kylie. As for the man that had been with my wife as she was cheating on me, he so happened to have been the owner of the store she was working part-time for. He happened to be a married man himself, so after paying me the settlement I had asked from him, his wife found out what he was up to. After she went and tore him a new one, he went and told Mercy to never talk to him again, and then went back to his wife begging her not to leave him. Who knows why there are people in this world that are so selfish that they are willing to cheat like that? I'm sure both Mercy and Frank will learn soon enough that this world does not cater to those who think they can just get away with being unfaithful. When it comes to myself, I've taken some help from my parents in raising Kylie and caring for her. And to make sure things would be more smooth there, both Kylie and I moved closer to them. I understand that Kylie is far more mature than most her age, but she's still a very young girl. So for the time being, my parents and I will be here to protect her until she's old enough to tell us she doesn't need our protection anymore. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you all in the next story.
I just went to one of my checkups. They told me that I've gotten into my stable period now. I think pretty soon here we're going to have to go to both our parents and talk with them about the pregnancy.
I see. I'll leave that to you.
You're fine with me telling your parents about all of this as well? Are you sure you don't want to be the one to tell them?
That doesn't bother me. Go and tell them for me.
All right then. Then I'll go and let them know about it here soon.
Okay, thanks.
Now that I'm into the more stable period of my pregnancy, I was thinking we should start buying some things for the baby. I'm sure there are things we need to get started on in terms of preparation.
Then you can go ahead and get whatever you want ready. I don't know a whole lot about that stuff.
What? I don't like that at all. I want for the both of us to go out and start preparing.
I don't really care what you do. Do whatever you'd like to for the baby.
This is going to be your baby as well, so don't you think you should be a little more excited about it? Right now it's sounding like you don't care about my pregnancy or the baby at all.
That's not it, all right? I just don't know about all the finer details when it comes to all that.
Then next time, would you come along with me to see the doctor for my checkup? Even the doctor was asking me to bring you along from now on.
If I'm able to, right? He doesn't want you forcing me to come or anything like that.
I'm sure he doesn't, but I just want you there to listen to what he has to say about the baby.
You have to go to the clinic during the week, right? I have work then, so it's not happening.
I really don't like the feeling of going through this pregnancy alone, though. You just have to be there for an hour or two, so could you please make a little time?
I am busy. Right now is a very important time for me.
But our baby is also important to you, right?
Well, the work I have to focus on now will affect whether I get promoted or not. I told you before that I was put in charge of a very important project by the director, right? And my boss is expecting me to succeed with this project no matter what happens, alright?
I remember you saying that.
If I end up getting in trouble for not doing well in this project, then it's not going to be good for my future in this company. Even the CEO will hear about me because of this project. So if I don't focus all my time and energy into it, I might even be fired. Have I ever told you about the CEO before?
You told me before that the CEO is a woman, right?
Her and I are pretty close in age even, yet she's in charge of running a massive company. Because she's so young like myself, she understands the idea of getting younger people moved up within her company, and that chance might even be granted to me. I want that chance, Paula. Then you'll be happy about that.
I'm happy about all of that already. Seeing that you've been given the project in the first place shows me just how important you are to that company.
Right? This is all very important for us. If I'm able to be promoted, then that means good news for the both of us. That's why I want to focus on my job right now. The kid is something you'll have to manage on your own.
All right, I guess so. Hey, Travis, what's happened with you recently? Are you not trying to avoid me right now? Did I do something to upset you?
This isn't about anything you've done to upset me. I just don't like to be around or be touched by you.
Why not?
Recently, your stomach's been really sticking out, right?
That's due to our baby becoming more and more bigger.
You're usually really thin, right? Seeing your stomach growing that massive is disgusting to me. You look like some grotesque monster.
Why would you say something like that? I have no choice but to get this large because I have a baby inside me.
I get that, but I had never seen a pregnant woman's body before until now. I've seen plenty of women before like that, but they have clothing on to cover it all up. When I have to see you at home with nothing but a sports bra on, your stomach makes me want to vomit.
And that's what has led you to avoiding me all this time?
I don't like the look of you right now. You're only gonna grow bigger, right? I don't even want to imagine something like that.
But inside this big belly of mine is your child, right?
And that itself is gonna be grossing me out. Knowing that inside one person there's this other smaller person makes me feel sick.
Well, the same thing happened with you back when your mom had to carry you for 9 months.
It's not my fault that I find all this crap about the female body disgusting. Just know that for the time being, I don't want to be around you at all.
What do you want me to do then? Not having you in the house around makes me feel nervous and lonely. You don't have to touch me if you don't want to, and I won't touch you either. But please do not avoid me anymore, okay?
But I just can't do it, so stop trying to get me to. If you start to force me to be around you, then I'm gonna become really agitated and might start to think about leaving you. Just let me be, alright?
Travis, where are you staying at right now? You have not been sleeping in this house for days now. Stop being such a baby and come back home to me.
I told you why things are like this! I don't want to be around you right now.
You really find me that gross right now?
Well, your stomach just keeps on coming out further and further from your body. And the fact that you're really thin only makes you look worse. You become way too grotesque for me to even think about now.
Do you find the baby to be as disgusting as me then?
Did I ever say the baby was disgusting? I just don't want to look at you right now. Stop trying to make all this weirder than it already is.
Well, with the way you've been acting and talking, I started to think things like that might also be true. I understand that you're afraid of the things you don't understand, but you can't just run away from the unknown, Travis. The baby that's growing inside of me right now is your baby.
I understand that, but why do you have to force me to be there with you? Stop making me repeat myself over and over again about why I don't want to be around you. You are already disgusting to look at. If you keep trying to get me to come back to you right now, you're going to piss me off.
I have a reason to be trying to get my husband to come home to me, right?
If you want me to come home, then you shut up and wait for me.
So if I just shut up and wait for you, you'll come home? I can't believe things like this are already starting to happen even before our baby is born. Do you think you can keep acting like that and still have a happy marriage with me?
Once your stomach is back to its right size, then I'll come home and we can go back to our normal lives. I'm not sure I'll be able to do anything sexual with you anymore, though. I've already had to see you that deformed now. You look like a gosh dang monster with the way your body's contorted.
Do you have any idea how you're making me feel by saying all that? Is there even a reason for me being your wife right now?
Then you want a divorce? I'm totally fine with that. I'd leave you in an instant if you want that.
Are you being serious about that?
But having to get a divorce only a little bit after getting married will make everyone around think of us poorly, right? I would at least like us to stay married for 3 years. Until 3 years are up, you want to live in separate housing?
I do not! Can we please just meet up and talk all this through? There is no way I can continue to support a relationship like this right now. Think of how hard things will be for our baby.
What? No way. I don't want to meet you. I'm sure your stomach has only gotten bigger from the last time I saw you, right? I know for a fact you'd make me throw up. No way!
Having you treat me like this and say such horrible things is not something I can agree with. That's why you need to come and see me at least once, please.
I told you, no way. I am very busy right now, so I'm gonna stop texting you now. Don't bother texting or calling me anymore.
Travis, will you please come home to me today?
would you cut all of that out right now for me? Didn't I tell you not to text me when I'm working?
I want you to come home every so often, though. My belly is very large right now, all right? I would like for you to come here and help me with some things. And I would also like for our baby to hear its father's voice sometimes.
A pregnant woman's fat stomach is not something I need to be seeing. It's disgusting. I am not going to come over there just to talk to your stomach for the baby's sake. Not happening.
You're the worst.
I'm sure I am, but I'm just being honest. And to be a bit more honest with you, I'm starting to get tired of your crap. I made a mistake having a baby with you.
You really don't know when to shut up, do you? So is this how you think of any woman that's pregnant? You don't have to bother showing up to work anymore then. I don't want people like you in this company doing any work for me anymore.
Huh? What the hell are you going on about now? Paula?
I am not your wife, Travis. This would be Lexi Goldblum.
Goldblum?
You must know the name of the CEO of the company you're currently working for, right?
What? The CEO? Are you freaking kidding me? No way. Why did my CEO be with my wife right now?
We have met one another many times before.
Listen, Paula, there is no such thing as that kind of a coincidence. Would you give it up with that bullcrap lie right now? You really want me to come back home to see you that badly?
You're not at work right now, are you, Travis? I went and had a talk with your boss, Mark, and he told me that you went out to go and see someone. If you don't believe that I'm your CEO right now, then I'd like for you to come to the CEO's office when you come back here.
What? Why do you know the name of my boss, Paula? Could this really be you then, Lexi?
That's what I've been telling you, Travis. This is not your wife lying to you right now. If you don't want to believe what I'm saying, then you can go ahead and continue thinking that this is all a lie.
I am so sorry! I had never thought for one moment that I'd be getting a text message from the CEO like this.
Now we need to talk about your wife. I think the way you behave towards your wife right now is not okay. Saying that she looks like a monster and telling her that she's disgusting to look at and that's why you won't go home to her? That's what I've seen and heard so far from you.
That was on me. I didn't think that she'd start to look like that, and, you could say all of this is because of a fear I have. My wife happens to be a very thin woman normally, so having a stomach as large as hers is very frightening to me. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
I like to think that you have no idea what being pregnant is like or about right now. And because you have no idea what it's like and about, you are able to say such horrible things like that to her, right? You really think it's okay to call her gross and say that she looks more like a monster than a woman? Is there any need for that kind of slander?
But having to look at how massive her stomach has grown is freaking disgusting. And is it very well known that in this world pregnant women are like heavy baggage for the rest of us? I don't think we'll all need to keep worrying about them all the time. There's no need to.
You think that pregnant women are like heavy baggage in this world? As in, they're all burdens?
That's right. I mean, she's not doing anything right now, right? Not working, not doing the chores, not cooking. She's not like you at all. You happen to be making massive amounts of money right now and everything.
I'm pregnant right now as well, though.
What was that?
I am pregnant.
Are you really pregnant right now? I never knew anything about that, though.
I'm still not through my first 12 weeks, so I haven't made any announcement yet. The only people that are aware are my family and the executives.
I see. Well, congratulations!
You have no right telling me congrats. From what you've just told me, I'm going to become a monster as well, right? Pregnant women are disgusting, right? So why are you congratulating me on that?
Ah, crap! You're a different Lexi!
Don't call me Lexi.
I'm sorry, Miss Goldblum.
Now, why am I different from your wife or any other pregnant woman for that matter? I like to think your wife and I are pretty similar biologically, so how am I different from her?
I'm sorry for saying that. I had no idea that you were pregnant. I would never call my CEO a monster or anything like that.
So you'd call the woman you're married disgusting, but you won't say the same thing about me? Or are you only saying that because I'm in a position where I could ruin your life right now and you wouldn't be able to stop me? If that's the case, then you're already ruined, Travis.
A lot of those things I was saying to my wife were jokes. I don't actually think of her body as being gross or anything like that.
Now you're going to pull the I was joking card? I already know what you really think of women that are pregnant, Travis. Let me be clear. You are a disgrace to humanity, and I will not forgive you for what you've done to your wife. Because of your horrific actions, the first way I'll be punishing you is by taking you off that project.
Why are you doing that?
Have you forgotten what the theme of the project that you're working on for me right now is? Caring for kids while they grow, right? And inside that topic, the birth of a child is also included. Someone like you who seems to hate on those that are pregnant shall not be a part of this kind of project. It would be ridiculous for me to allow that. I'll have a word with your boss, and today you'll be taken off that project.
Hold on for one moment. I have put all my heart into this project so far. I will not allow you to take me off the project at a time like this!
You won't allow me? Your CEO? Do you really think saying something like that to me is a good idea?
Well, what you're trying to punish me for has nothing to do with work. This is a problem between my wife and I. I will not allow you to use my private issues as a way of punishing me.
The reason you are being taken off that project is because you have called me a monster and do not seem to understand the importance of both pregnancy and childbirth. The fact that you act that way towards your CEO shows me that you are not worth trusting with any of the projects in this company. Once I've spoken with Mark about this, we'll see what he has to say about you.
What the hell have you done to me? How the hell did you meet with my CEO?
When I went to your office to try to meet with you, I ran into her. You were never coming home to me, so I had to make an effort to come find you. I thought by going to your office building, I'd be able to see you in person.
That's not all you've frickin' done! There is no way you just came to my company and were able to meet with my CEO like that. What the hell did you do to get her to talk with you for so long?
Meeting her and talking with her like that really was just a coincidence. When I arrived at the office building, I started to feel sick and sat down on the ground. When she saw me like that, she was getting ready to enter the elevator. She came over to help me up. Not only can she run a company, but she's a very thoughtful and caring woman.
And how did all of that turn into you talking about her private life?
She asked me why I came all this way to her company in the state I was in, so I told her all about what had been going on. And considering that she's pregnant herself, she wanted to listen to what was wrong.
You told her about everything that's happening between you and I! Don't freaking do that with someone as important as her! That was all a part of our private lives and should freaking stay that way!
Well, after I started talking about my relation to you, I started to get upset with all you've been doing to me and wanted someone to talk to about it. And you know what? I thought it was about time that someone like you who doesn't give a crap about your family was heard about. I haven't been happy with you for the past couple of months, and the same can be said of you with me. So why should I keep secrets about us any longer?
What are you trying to say?
We're getting a divorce, Travis.
Well, before you do that, take care of my CEO! I was just told by my boss that I'm no longer in charge of the project. It's because of you that all this has happened to me! So freaking fix it!
You're the one that pissed off your CEO, right? This is what you get for acting like a dumbass.
If you want this divorce, then do what I'm asking! I will have you come into this office and apologize to her right now! And then you're gonna come and apologize to me! On your freaking hands and knees!
I see. So this is a divorce then. I don't need you to accept this divorce either because my lawyer will help me with all of that. I just need you to pay me a settlement before the divorce is all. I know the reason you haven't been coming home at all lately. It's because you've been sleeping with another woman at her house, right?
Don't be such an idiot. You think I'd cheat on you?
Then tell me where you've been this whole time while not coming back home. And tell me what all those phone calls with your partner on the other end of the phone was about. I heard a lot of what you two were saying.
Huh? When did you hear all that?
I've known you were cheating on me for almost half a year now, Travis. I didn't want to face the truth about it because I was scared, but I had to. And thanks to all of that, it'll make this divorce go a lot easier for me. I'm going to make both yourself and your partner responsible for what you've both done to me.
Hold on a second. Let's just calm down here.
I'm calm. Are you? Or are you panicking right now because you're about to be royally screwed? I happen to have a lot going on right now. I'm going to be a mother here soon and need to prepare for a future where I can solely focus on my baby. That requires me to become even stronger.
Right now is not the right time to be asking for a settlement from me.
Why is now not the right time?
Because I'm being messed around with right now at work. Because you led the CEO into seeing all that I was saying to you, I'm not even sure if I'll even have a job here anymore soon. I'm getting kicked off the team that's working on the project. But I know there's going to be more to come now. Like my salary being cut and me losing a lot of other benefits I've gained here. So lay off trying to get that settlement from me.
Not happening. Before I have this baby, I want the divorce to be over with and for me to be starting a brand new life. The person I'm most worried about is not you, but my baby. I couldn't care less about what's going to happen to you after the divorce. And the CEO feels the same way about you. There is literally nothing you can do now to get me to stop, so give up.
You think I can give up that easily now? Right now my life is on the line!
And? My life and my baby's life is on the line right now. If you never really thought about how your selfish actions would be affecting us here today, then perhaps you are never going to be good enough to be a father, nor good enough to be a human. You don't understand or care to think about others, and all you worry about is yourself. I'm not sure one should consider you a human being anymore, but I promise you that you're turning into one of those disgusting monsters you always loved talking about after today. After that, I took out all the evidence I had of my husband cheating on me, and that led him to confessing and allowing the divorce. I was also able to get a settlement from him, and there was no way he'd be able to fight it. Of course, I was also able to get a settlement from the woman he cheated on me with, and she paid up. And when it comes to child support, my husband is now going to have to send me $1,000 a month until my baby turns 18 years old. When it comes to the company, my husband was left doing only the most annoying and repetitive work and began to really hate his job there. But that wasn't all for him, as a lot of his coworkers learned about the way he had treated both myself and the CEO and started to really let him know how they felt. This led to him pleading to be transferred to a new office and out of that department. His plan was to go to a new building and start from square one again, building his new life up. However, the place he was sent to ended up being a very small office, and his job would be working at the window of the building's front desk. I was told later by his CEO that the only reason she didn't have him fired for asking to be moved to a new position in building is because she wanted him to still make some income in order to pay the child support. She also told me that if he did ever end up not paying me the money I'm owed each month, to give her a call and she'd handle it personally. One time, something like that did end up happening after having the baby, and after telling her, she forced Travis into having to work night shifts until he paid me back doubled what I was owed. That ended up working out really well for me, and that money came to me the very next day. I really am thankful that I have such a strong ally as my ex-husband's CEO. Just after the divorce, I had given birth to a really cute little boy. It only took a few days after giving birth to him for my massive belly to go away and my body to start to return back to its regular shape. I like to think that pregnancy, childbirth, and babies are all very beautiful things and should never be called disgusting. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We're looking forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, Joel, did you not clean anything up before leaving the house? You were the last one out of the house today, right? And you left the inside of the house the way it was after getting ready this morning?
What? What kind of things should I have cleaned up, huh?
All your dishes and cups from breakfast, they're all still sitting on the table dirty right now. And your pajamas are just thrown on the floor in our bedroom. And to make things worse, you left the window in our bedroom open all day. Please make sure you clean everything up before you leave the house.
Why do I have to clean up everything just because I was the last one to leave the house? That's your fault for making sure not everything was clean before leaving the house.
I made sure to clean up the things that our son and I used before leaving the house. The only one that left things out and never cleaned anything before leaving was you. Also, please close the window before you go. Leaving it open like that is going to run the AC crazy during the day.
I never noticed the window was left open before I left. You need to either tell me about that before you leave or close it yourself.
But I wasn't the one that opened it up. You're the one that did that, right?
I don't remember.
Well, next time before you leave the house, please do a once-over of it and make sure everything is closed up. And don't tell me you don't have time in the morning to check on everything before leaving.
I'm not going to say that.
By the way, the window in the living room is wide open as well. Did you really not realize that it was open before leaving?
Shut up already. Look, it's too bad I forgot this time, alright?
Well, next time please be more careful. I don't want the electric bill to go sky high this month because of it. That would suck for the both of us if it did.
Don't leave that responsibility on my shoulders. Next time, you need to be the last one to leave the house.
Don't say something as ridiculous as that. If I have things to do before you, then I'm going to leave before you. And today was a rarity anyway, since you didn't have to go into work until 10 a.m., right? I'm not going to sit around and wait for you to leave for work at 10 a.m. when I have things that need to happen before then. Next time, if you want me to be leaving after you, then head into work before me.
Well, what should I do if I leave the house that early? Today, I didn't have to be in until 10 a.m., so what should I do before that?
Maybe just go into work early or something. There's also all those cafes nearby that you can sit and get a coffee at, right? Just find something to do outside the house to kill some time.
No way, that's just a pain in the butt for me. I'm the type of guy who likes to spend his time in the house as long as he can before he goes to work. In other words, I like to relax.
Well, if that's what you want to do, then next time make sure to do a once-around inside the house and take care of anything that needs to be cleaned up or closed before leaving. And that means you check on both the stove to make sure the gas is turned off and that all the windows are closed.
I understand that already. Stop repeating yourself.
By the way, what's going to happen next week?
What's going on next week?
I've already told you there's the party at the playground for the preschool. You told me before that you weren't sure if you could go yet or not. But were you able to make time to go there?
You did say something about that. It's not gonna work, so I can't go.
But that day is your day off, right?
Well, I have other plans for then. Whether it's my day off or a day that I have to work, I've got plans. I'm normally coming home from work late on my days off, right?
That's because you're always going out to drink all the time.
Well, I like to go out with the guys from work to have some fun is all. We all tend to communicate better when we're drunk, you know?
But this is the first time your son is going to have something special going on. Outside of his birthday, of course. He's going to be a part of the performance going on that day, and he's practiced so much for it. He looks really cute in his costume as well, so I really want you to go see him. I spent a lot of time making that costume for him as well.
You made his costume yourself? You did?
Well, I was just taking some clothes I already had for him and added a few upgrades is all. But I did my very best to make the costume look good, and I think it turned out great for someone who's not all that great at sewing like myself.
Really? So that's all you did? Well, alright then. You're not that great at doing things with your hands, so I'm sure that all you could do was add a little extra to the already made clothing. For some reason, I thought that you were gonna say you made the whole costume yourself.
Anyway, we both have put in a lot of work for this performance, so please come and see it. I took time off myself to be at this party, but you have the day off from work as it is, so you can go.
Not my kind of thing.
Why not?
Because I don't want to waste my time going to something like that. What's so fun about seeing the little brat's performance, huh?
Hey, what the hell is this?
What the hell is what?
I just got back to the house and it's a total mess in here. Did we get robbed or something?
Oh, I was looking for my watch. I wasn't able to find it anywhere, so I started pulling out all the drawers in the house to look for it.
And you just left the house looking like this after you were finished? Where are you right now, Joel?
I'm at the casino.
But didn't you tell me that today you'd be going out with some friends? That's why you had your parents take care of Kai today.
Well, those guys weren't feeling too good, so the plans we had were canceled. So I went back home and had a beer.
Then you could have taken care of him today. If you've been at the house all day, then you could have been caring for him and getting some chores done. Come on, Joel.
Huh? Why on my day off should I have to deal with all that crap?
I have been working for 14 days straight now. I am tired. Why couldn't you clean up all this crap you left all over the floor in here? And pretty soon here, someone is going to have to go get Kai from your parents' house. Can you at the very least go and get him?
Not happening. I am not having a good time here right now.
So you're asking me to take care of everything then?
Just hurry up and clean things up, and then you'll have time to go and get them.
I'm telling you that you left things in a state that can't be cleaned up quickly. I'm getting really fed up with how often you leave things trashed. Clean up your own messes for once, okay? I've been telling you this so many times now.
That running mouth of yours is really getting annoying. When I get home, I'll clean it all up.
I'm not sure you're being serious. You've never cleaned things of yours up in this house before.
Just throw all that stuff into the closet. I'll take care of it later.
Don't tell me that's your version of cleaning things up.
But at least the floor will be clean again, so there. You really are such a fussy idiot.
That's because you never deal with any of your messes. And the way you plan to clean things up this time is just wrong. Stop acting like a child. Even Kai knows better than to do things like that. Are you still going to call yourself an adult when a kid is besting you? Stop trying to make my life harder by creating all these messes. I already have one boy to deal with. I don't need another.
Why don't you just clean up the messes if you're so worried about them, huh? Stop getting so upset with me over them when you're the only one that cares. Stop trying to do all this crazy crap with me over something that only you should be handling.
Let me tell you right now, Joel, that you've had this coming a long time now. I have had a lot of things to say about you, but I've been holding back this whole time. I am not your mother, so please clean up the messes you make. All right, Joel, what is this? Why is the costume I had made up for Kai in shambles right now?
I did that, yeah. It's your fault for not cleaning that one up. You're the one who is always going on about how I need to clean up after myself, and yet you left that thing sitting out.
What the hell are you doing? I left that out because tomorrow is the party and I didn't want to forget about it.
In other words, you left it sitting around creating a mess. Stop trying to make excuses up for that.
His performance is tomorrow, Joel. What is he going to do now for tomorrow? He is screaming his eyes out right now because his costume has been ruined.
Go and buy him something new, okay?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off even more? What costume store is open at this time of night? Do you not feel bad for making your own son cry like this? I can't believe you.
And I'm telling you right now that it's your fault for leaving his costume out like that and creating a mess. And it's your fault that he's crying right now.
You did this because I got upset with you yesterday for being an irresponsible child, right? At this point, I'm better off saying I have 2 children instead of 1. I cannot believe you'd do something like this to your wife and son. You are a monster, Joel. Do you really call yourself a father for doing something like this?
I have been getting pretty fed up with all your complaining lately. Now that you've seen what I can do, don't ever complain about me again.
I'm over this. You really are just a big old baby. How are you going to handle his costume being ruined?
I don't care about a stupid costume. Do something about it yourself.
All right then, I will do something about it. But you'd better not cry about what I chose to do later.
Now that I'm thinking about it, did everything go okay? With today's playground party and all that. I'm sure our son's performance was a failure because of you, right?
It went very well, actually. All because I was able to repair Kai's costume.
Huh? You were able to fix that?
I was able to make it look good as new. Although I wasn't the one that actually did the repairs. I had someone who was a lot better than me at sewing do all the work this time.
Really? Did you have one of your friends handle it for you? I mean, now you're just causing problems for other people.
No, it wasn't one of my friends that I asked. I asked your mom to help. She happens to be really good at sewing, right? It was so kind of her to do all of that work in one day for us.
What? You asked my mom to fix the costume?
Your mom stayed up all night doing the work. When I told her that you were the one that destroyed Kai's costume, she told me to let her handle all the repairs. When they heard about what you did, both your mom and dad were at a loss for words.
Telling on me and my own parents? You really are such a petty witch. Don't you ever freaking dare to get my parents involved in something that is not their business. It was your fault to begin with, leaving the costume out in the bed like that, when you were the one that was supposed to have to fix it. Don't ask others to clean up your messes.
I'm not going to listen to that from someone who always makes others clean up their messes. Also, I don't feel like any of this is my fault whatsoever. And both your parents feel the same way I do. Everyone thinks that you're the problem here. And don't expect this to be the end of things between you and I.
Are you going to try something else?
After all you've done to me, I can't sleep at night because I'm stuck awake thinking about what to do with you.
And what do you think you can do about me, huh? I'm not sure what your plans are, but man, I'll make sure to take them like a man. Stop thinking you're tougher than me just because you got my parents on your side.
Today you've gone out drinking again, right? When you get home, don't be too surprised by what you see. That might cause you to vomit or something.
What are you going on about?
I'm sorry, but I had to do something to get back at you for being such a man-child. It's too late to apologize to me now. I'm going to make you feel the same way you made Kai feel just the other day.
What is going on here? Where have all my clothes gone?
So you're home now. What do you think? Are you surprised?
Where the hell did you put all my clothes? There's not a single piece of clothing in my closet.
Well, let's see here. I just took all your clothes and left them in the hands of your mom and dad for you. I'm not sure where those two ended up taking all of our things.
You got my parents involved in even more of your crap. Come the hell on. None of my suits are in the closet anymore. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Then wear what you have on now to work tomorrow.
You think I can walk into that office in a t-shirt? Think about this, you idiot. You are screwed in the head. My boss is already pretty strict as it is. If I showed up looking like this tomorrow, he would burst.
Would you like to wear one of my suits? The one I can give you is from back when I graduated from college, so it might be a little small on you. But it's a lot better than a t-shirt, right?
I'm telling you right now that it is time to cut that BS. You're gonna really piss me the hell off. Why the hell would I ever wear women's clothing to work, you dick? I can't even fit into yours to begin with.
That's because you've gained a few pounds, haven't you? Always going out to drink beer and eat loads of fries, right?
Shut the hell up. I have had enough of that mouth now. When you get home tonight, I'm gonna make you really understand just how pissed off I am.
Are you sure it's okay to behave like that? Do you not want your clothes back now?
Haven't you already thrown them all away?
From what your mom told me, they're just holding on to them right now, but plan to have them tossed tomorrow.
Tell them to stop that right now. Actually, I'm going over to their house right now. I'm gonna make them give me all my things back.
I don't think they're going to listen to you anymore. Your dad already told me that he has no plans of giving you your things back when you act like that. They said the only person they will listen to is me. So if I tell them to give you your clothes back, they will.
Then tell them to give me my things right now.
Is that the way you should be behaving when you want something done for you? With an attitude like that, you can kiss all of your clothing goodbye. All those nice jackets of yours and those shoes.
Please, give me my dang clothes back. I'm sorry, okay?
And tell me exactly why you are feeling sorry. What did you do wrong? If you don't tell me all the reasons why you're feeling sorry right now, then there's no reason to try apologizing to me.
I'm sorry for destroying Kai's costume.
And?
From now on, whenever I make a mess, I'll be the one to clean it up. I promise to never make you take care of my messes again.
Kai is still not going to forgive you, you know. He told me he hates his dad now.
I'll apologize to him later.
Have you really learned your lesson today, Joel? Are you not just talking out of your butt right now?
I've learned my lesson, all right.
Well, I'm not so sure about that yet. I am very upset with you right now, okay? So upset that it's really difficult for me to trust what you're telling me. And having you apologize to me like that over text right now is just not going to cut it. Because of all the crap you've been doing to me lately, I'm close to calling this a divorce.
Divorce? Are you really that upset with me?
I'm sure you think this is only the first time I've been this upset, right? Well, for the longest time now, I've been having to hold back from going all out on you. It's not just about you never cleaning up after yourself. It's also about the fact that you never do any of the chores and you never care for your own son. Instead, all you do is go out drinking and gambling and act like you're this big man of the house or something. I have lost the feelings I had for you before.
I'm really sorry, okay? I'll make sure to fix things from here on out. And when it comes to the boys' parties and crap, I'll be there. Please don't think that I don't care about my family.
I want you to come to us tomorrow and apologize for all you've done in person. Today, I'm just not in the mood to see your face anymore. I'm staying the night at your parents' house tonight, but that also means you're not allowed to come here tonight.
So you're at my parents' house right now, huh?
I was just at the playground today with your parents celebrating that party with Kai and his friends. And when we were all finished there, we came back to your parents' house where your mom had prepared us a massive dinner. Now that we've eaten all of that food and are tired out, Kai and I will be spending the night here.
After you're done there, you're gonna come back home, right?
Well, I'll think about that tomorrow. Your mom and dad have told me we're allowed to stay here for as long as we need. And I've been thinking about taking Kai and myself all the way back to my own parents' house.
What? Wait a second. If you go back to your parents' house or something tomorrow, what'll happen to my clothes?
Well, for the time being, you're not getting them back. It's still not known if you'll even be getting them back yet.
Then what the heck am I gonna do tomorrow?
Who knows? You'll just have to go into work in what you're wearing now. Or you can wear some of mine.
What the hell, Meadow? There's no way I'll do something like that. Then why the hell have I been apologizing this whole time if you're not gonna let me have my clothes back?
Did I ever say that you apologizing to me would get me to get you your clothes back?
No, but I gotta get my jacket and suit pants for tomorrow at the very least. Just give me something, please.
Not going to happen today. It's getting late now, so I think I'm going to head to bed.
Hey, don't you dare go to sleep just yet, please.
If you really want to have something to wear to work tomorrow, then why not go out now and buy something?
Do you really think that there are any stores open right now? And tomorrow I've gotta be into work early. I don't have time to go into the store into the morning and get something.
Ah, it is close to 11 p.m. now, huh? I suppose all the stores are closed now. I know it's a bit late, but how about you call one of your buddies and have them lend you one of their suits?
You think I could ask them something like that? Also, none of my friends match my size.
Is that so? Well, I guess you are pretty fat. Go and take some curtains off the windows and make yourself a suit out of them then. If you stay up all night working on it, you might have something made up by morning. But even if that doesn't work out for you, I'm not going to be bothered. Because I just don't care about men who are fine making their own kids cry. The following day, my husband had no other choice but to wear my clothes to work. This was bound to happen, but his boss was extremely upset with him over it and tore him a new one. And for some reason, my husband explained to his boss what had happened while making it seem like he had done nothing wrong. But his boss then responded by screaming that it was all his fault. This all went down in front of everyone else in the office that morning, and so all of the other employees were shocked by how my husband tried to make things seem as though he did nothing wrong and it was all my fault. There was not a single person in that office that sympathized with him at all. Since then, things haven't been the same for him when he goes into that building to work. And he tends to take a lot of days off now to prevent himself from having to confront people there. To be fair, I think it's a pretty good idea for him to do that, considering most people don't tend to like those that think it's okay to destroy their kid's costume and then throw a fit over it. Even now, when my husband does go into work, he's met with coworkers still talking bad about him behind his back and scoffing at him when he tries to talk to them. I've even heard that due to stress, he's formed an ulcer that's really been doing it to him in terms of pain, but he still hasn't quit. We ended up getting that divorce I was talking about, so it kind of makes sense that he forces himself to continue to work there, because he owes me child support every month. When it comes to his clothing that his parents took, they never did end up giving any of it back to him. As of right now, I'm living on my own with my son. Come next year, when he's bound to have more parties and performances, I'm going to invite my in-laws, or my ex-in-laws per se, to come and watch him again. Right now, actually, those two have completely cut ties to their son. I'm thankful that they both never went to their son's side during any of that. And even to this day, I let them know how happy I was watching them both join me in punishing him.
Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.